Even though the war has always been a significant technological advancement, the development of weapons capable of causing mass destruction only began in the last century. Weapons are devices used to destroy the enemy forces, so they are mainly used in wartime. But the police and military forces also use them as preventive and repressive measures. But sometimes they can be the deadliest weapon. Some weapons have undergone rapid evolution of technology since the Industrial Revolution. Following is a ranking list of the most deadly weapons. Tsar Bomba. Tsar Bomba can be considered a weapon of mass destruction. The Soviet Union developed the weapon in response to the American nuclear program. The bomb was huge, that was designed to destroy everything. In comparison, the B-41 was the most powerful device ever created by the United States. It was the only three-stage nuclear device developed by the United States. The Tsar Bomba could yield up to 100 megatons of TNT, while the B-41 could only yield up to 25 megatons. It was tested towards the end of October 1960, far from any populated area in northern Russia. The bomb weighs 27 tons, was 8 meters long, and had a 2-meter circumference. It was so large that it could not fit in the largest bomber at that time. The bomb was dropped from approximately 10.5 kilometers and detonated 4 kilometers above the ground. The fireball that was formed at that time was 8 kilometers wide, and the mushroom formed after the explosion was 65 kilometers high and 40 kilometers wide at the bottom. The 35-kilometer radius around the bomb was destroyed. It was never used in combat and merely demonstrated Soviet power and technology. Greek fire. Byzantine Greeks weaponized Greek's fire, or napalm. Greek fire's specific composition is nuclear because it was such a closely kept secret, but the substance efficiency in battle probably belonged to the Byzantine Empire's survival. The modern equivalent of Greek fire, napalm, was first employed during World War II. Among the weapons used, bombing of Dresden in 1945 and the firebombing of Tokyo were incendiary bombs containing napalm. While it killed at least 100,000 citizens, half of the Japanese capital, the latter killed at least 25,000 people and devastated one of the Europeans' great cultural hubs. R-36 ICBM. One of the most powerful surface missiles is the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile ICBM, and the R-36 is generally regarded as the largest of them all. Developed by the Russians during the Cold War, this weapon was feared by many Western officials because of its terrifying destructive power. Its 3,400-mile minimum range was designed primarily for the transportation of nuclear weapons. A wide range of platforms can be used to launch ICBMs. Because they allowed the country to retaliate and eliminate the enemy, they became a crucial part of the MAD doctrine. Chimera virus. It is a chemical weapon. The term chimera refers to an animal made from the diverse animal parts, such as a hippogriff or griffin, and it properly depicts this virus. A chimera virus can be produced by combining the DNA of 2 or more distinct viruses. To make chimeras, the Soviet Union experimented by introducing the genetic materials of one virus into smallpox viruses. This process ensures that the new virus retains the virulence and microscopic characteristics of smallpox, while being able to disseminate an entirely distinct infection. Because of this development in genetic engineering, viral agents can now avoid current drugs and vaccines, making them more deadly. Schwerer Gustave. Gustave can fire a 7-ton shell from 47 miles distance. The Schwerer Gustave weighed almost 1,350 tons. The Germans developed this weaponry in preparations for the Battle of France. The Wehrmachtsblitzkriege assault on Belgium quickly off-flanked and isolated the static Maginot Line defenses, compelling them to yield without suffering significant fatalities and eliminating the need to destroy the fortifications. It was the heaviest movable weapon so far created in terms of both its weight and the weight of the shells it could fire. Larger caliber weaponry is only found in the British Mallets mortar and the Americans' Little David mortar. It is the largest piece of battlefield weaponry ever used. Among other things, the large gun destroyed an ammunition warehouse buried in layers of rock beneath the bay during the artillery bombardment of Sevastopol as part of the Operation Barbarossa. B-53 nuclear bomb. The B-53 was a high-yield thermonuclear weapon designed by the United States. It was one of the most powerful nuclear weapons ever developed by the United States military. It has a yield of 9 megatons and produces a fireball with a diameter of around 2.9 to 3.4 mi. Anyone unprotected within a 20-mile radius may suffer fatal burns. It was the US nuclear arsenal's most potent weapon. The weapon is no longer actively being utilized. The United States Atomic Energy Commission, or AEC, as it is more popularly known, was the manufacturer of this bomb, DSR-50, the 0.50 sniper rifle. The DSR-50 bolt-action sniper rifle can fire lethal .50 caliber BMG round, and it has a range of 1,500 meters. DSR Precision GmbH manufactures the DSR Precision DSR-50 sniper rifle in Germany. It was based on the DSR-1, a sniper rifle designed for police sharpshooters. It features free-floating barrel technology. This gun is highly adjustable and short in length, which makes it even more dangerous. It has a holder in the front, which speeds it up by reducing reload time. RPG – Rocket-Propelled Grenade. A rocket-propelled grenade is a shoulder-launched missile weapon that fires rockets with explosive warheads. Most RPGs are frequently used as anti-tank weapons. It has entered the arsenal of over 40 countries worldwide due to its ease of use, low cost of construction and launchers, and high efficiency. It is used against infantry formations as well as armored targets. During the Vietnam War, the People's Army used it extensively against the Americans. When the Soviet Army attacked Afghanistan, the Mujahideen encountered it and quickly learned how to use it against tanks and other armored vehicles. The American Army developed its RPG in the mid-1950s, dubbed the low, lightweight anti-tank weapon. Since their inception, RPGs have threatened tanks and armored vehicles. AK-47. Kalashnikov AK-47, or AK-47 as it is commonly known. It is the world's most dangerous gun and was widely used during World War II. This gun can fire 580 rounds per minute and has an effective range of 400 to 800 meters. This gun's popularity stems from its lightweight and weather resistance. It is one of the few guns that can fire flawlessly even after being completely submerged in water. Because there are only 8 moving parts, the manufacturing cost is very low compared to other powerful guns. F-35 Lightning II. The F-35 Lightning II is a 5th-generation single-engine, multi-role fighter aircraft with reduced visibility. It is designed to dominate the airspace and fight against targets on land and sea. It evolved from an experimental X-35 aircraft that won a competition as part of the Joint Strike Fighter program. The F-35 Lightning II aircraft was developed in 3 variants: classic takeoff and landing, vertical takeoff and landing, and naval for deck use from aircraft carriers. The internal carrying of weapons were projected by reduced visibility. Lockheed Martin, LMT, an American aerospace, defense, arms and advancement technology company, developed and designed the prototype. The F-35 Lightning II multi-purpose aircraft is designed to replace the entire fleet of middle-class fighting planes. AH-64 Apache gunfire. The Boeing AH-64 Apache is a twin-turboshaft attack helicopter with a 2-person cockpit. It comes with a night vision system. Its gun consists of a 30mm M230 chain gun, AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, and Hydra 70 rocket pods. The United States Army first used the helicopter in April 1986. The AH-64 Apache was also critical in Operation Just Cause, the American invasion of Panama that began in December 1989. The helicopter's night vision capabilities and advanced sensors made them extremely effective against anti-government forces in Panama, where most of the fighting occurred at night. The AH-64s were also crucial in the liberation of Kuwait, where they destroyed over 245 enemy vehicles while incurring no losses. The AH-64 helicopter has been upgraded with advanced technology to make it more deployable and survivable. It is one of the most innovative multi-role helicopters in the US Army's inventory. Maxim machine gun. The technology of firearms underwent a revolution in the 19th century. Gunsmiths rapidly realized the potential of using a weapon's recoil to boost its rates of fire, since smokeless powder burned more uniformly and cleanly than black powder. Hiram Maxim was the first person to incorporate each of these developments into a single weapon, a recoil-operated, belt-fed, water-cooled machine gun with a maximum effective range of more than 1,830 meters. The Maxim gun was created in 1884 on the Western Front. variations of maximum cannon were widely used, and its lethal potential was astounding compared to outmoded infantry techniques. In bloody, ineffective charges against well-fortified German defenders carrying MG, more than 20,000 British soldiers perished just one day after the First Battle of the Somme, so the use of the 08s, a German Maxim variant. That's all we've got today, guys. Also, don't forget to thumbs up the video and subscribe for more entertaining content. We'll see you again very soon.